Hi, just wanted to check in, have a little talk about self-care with cards and healing. And I was inspired to do this video because of a video that I watched, I guess it's a couple weeks ago now. And it was a video featuring Sandy Humby, who is the creator of the Rose Alchemy Oracle deck. Tarot Map put up this video. She interviewed Sandy, and something really shifted in me when I saw that. So what the deck is, it's an oracle deck of all different roses, and the roses are they have been photographed by Sandy, and I just understood that this was for healing. This wasn't so much for me. It wouldn't be a deck for divination or just simple self-reflection, but for really as a really deeper healing energetic modality. So I felt so inspired by that. I did the deck is on Kickstarter. I did support the Kickstarter twice. Anyway, it's still available for a few more days if you feel that same passion as I did. And I also wonder, have you ever had that experience with other types of images or decks where you just know this is where you need to be? This is the path for me. I know I've done this work before with the roses, and I know it's time for me to do it again. That's how I felt. There are other decks that I think the imagery is beautiful, and I can meditate on those images and find healing or peace or stillness. This deck is absolutely beautiful. The Herb Crafters, I've been using it, I don't know, every day for quite a while now. Almost every day. Okay, and it can be gentle. It can take you into some darker places to understand yourself and ruminate, all with the use of these plants and flowers and garlic. I can't tell you how many times garlic with a little touch of honey has helped my physical body. And the stillness and beauty, meditating with the plants, helped my internal, my heart, my soul. So, even sometimes I think symbols, it doesn't have to be a whole picture, but, even symbols can speak to each of us. And I think that's why, we all just gravitate towards certain type of decks. Some people love the darker decks because it really moves something in them. It really helps to push out what needs to be looked upon and healed and, shifted. And some people like, more colorful decks. I like all kinds of decks, but there are certain types of artwork that I'm very attracted to, and I think that's common for all of us. These are very simple but solid type of images that go back, I think, in our psyche for quite a while. And I think just like music, I think that images carry a frequency that can be healing or irritating or jarring, either way. There was a very simple image that I had that kept coming to my mind. This is about 2 years ago, I guess, and I spent a good part of a year meditating on this one particular symbol. And as time would go on, a little more information would come through when I'd worked with the symbol, and then more, and then more. I got to have a greater understanding of this very simple and very ancient symbol. And till finally this symbol opened up in the center for me, and I was able to, in my meditation, walk through and have what seemed like a very deep experience for me, like I guess a shamanic type experience. And by the way, this is the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. I've also, I think all of us have experienced, images that really strike us, and this deck is full of them, showing how with our thoughts we can really hurt ourselves, or just even struggle and not really say the truth of how we're feeling. it also shows images of being gentle to ourselves. And I think that is such a key that a lot of times we miss. I think sometimes, especially if we're so loving and conscious about everybody else's healing, we want to be kind and gentle to them. But if we don't really, find that gentle, loving kindness to ourselves, I think that is a big lesson for us to learn, certainly for me. I think that is really one of the keys. Really being okay with yourself. Even if it's, even if you didn't have a good day, even if you did something you think is wrong that day, still having that unconditional love and having gentleness towards yourself, I think is really a big part of the healing path, and embracing your passions and your own heart. Standing, strong in those lower chakras too. What grounds us and what makes us feel connected to the earth, and a little strong within ourselves. So, I guess that's mostly what I wanted to say. Just the power of images and the power I felt when I was watching the video a little bit, but then when I went to Sandy's site and I saw those roses and knew that, how important that was and how deep certain images can go, really, for healing. I have used cards. Oh, there's only one other deck. Oh, there's a couple of decks I've used where I have used the frequency of the deck, of the image, by laying the cards on my heart chakra and other people. And that, one of them is the Ian White Australian Bush Flower Oracle. That would be the one I felt the most power from. That one. They're all different flowers, and it's a beautiful deck. And that's one of the ways I think the Rose Oracle will be used in my life, not for simple readings. So I'll just leave you with a couple more images of strength, and again of that gentleness and that loving kindness. And I'm going to link some of that information below in case you feel the passion that I do about following that rose path. Blessings and love and gratitude. Bye for now.